Over a decade ago, I warned in detail in my book, The Resistance Manifesto, that the billion-dollar tech companies were planning on having people wire the internet into their brains so that we could just sit around and surf the internet just by thinking about it, turning the human race into cyborgs. So, of course, I was ridiculed, laughed at, said to be a crazy conspiracy theorist who just got lost in science fiction fantasies. But here we are in today's society, more than 10 years later, where we have this mad scientist, the creator of BrainGate. Now, Dr. Phil Kennedy is, or has rather, wired a neural interface into his own brain. Now, he created BrainGate years ago to wire neural interfaces into the brains of quadriplegics so that they could operate the cursor on computers just from thinking about it, to increase their quality of life, which is fine. But unfortunately, many of the billion-dollar tech companies and the mad scientists want to use this not to help the handicapped, but to turn themselves into all-knowing, all-powerful cybernetic gods. So literally, this lunatic who almost completely scrambled his brain, in this Wired magazine article talks about the, quote, neurologist who hacked his own brain and almost lost his mind. And he had to go out of the United States down into the Caribbean, I think, to get some lunatic to do the surgery for him down in Belize. Okay. So this guy now has the neural interface in his brain, and they want you to go and get one as well. Yeah, I mean, here it is from Computer World. Intel, the big computer company, I mean, they're hoping in the next 4 years that they're gonna, put chips in people's brains or put the neural interfaces on people's heads, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, this Time magazine cover from a few years ago talks about how the psycho Google engineer Ray Kurzweil thinks that by the year 2045 we're going to have this technology and we're going to be cyborgs. This is straight out of the Matrix, and the mentally enslaved masses, they'll line up for this. They absolutely will. I mean, the flat earthers, the flat earth movement's back now, so society so out of touch with reality that probably hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions, now convinced that we've been lied to about the earth being spherical. So these morons will line up and get plugged into the Matrix. We're already seeing the beginnings of this with Oculus Rift. This is fun now. This is life in America. This is how I'm going to connect with my friends. Facebook owns Oculus Rift now. So this is how you connect with people in the New World Order. This freedom is slavery. This is fantastic. I mean, how much better can life get? Just sitting around in your little pod, put a feeding tube in, you'd just be fantastic, right? You can get the Resistance Manifesto still in paperback online. Get any one of my books, really. Download them onto your e-readers. I would suggest getting the paperbacks, though. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. And stay tuned. There are more videos coming soon.